can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Now a man coming off a career season. Here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. When they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down the middle. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Prescott on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
26, Devin Singletary, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Cortez on to punt for the Bills.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Singletary, the Bills.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Andy Isabella. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw in Murray, and he hits Drake. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Murray now on first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
It's third down. Third and 10.
Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of him. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
It's now third down.
Prescott from the gun on third. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
30.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On third down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
Last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this.
The Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws. But he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
44-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Prescott's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
6 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Drake. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown. Andy Isabella. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Cardinals 27. Bills.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete to
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Buffalo.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Campbell downfield. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Taken in the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Prescott yet again. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
A gain of 32 that time.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
Murray now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Drake. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come out in the pistol. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 20-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worse, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, loosening up. I think he'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes, and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Campbell downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3 interceptions game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
25-yard line.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Murray's pass.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again, Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
In the end zone.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Williams.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
For the field goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Bills.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
with the score.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, the second down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 61, Bills 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
First down, Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Cardinals 68. Bills.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A gain of
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete.
The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
At the 9-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To the air again, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Prescott on third and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Cardinals 68. Bills.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Today's final score, Cardinals 68, Bills 14.